What's up everyone, Coach David here, Mr. Defiance Training. So, focusing on the lower body today, the legs, but this is not going to be the typical leg workout that I do. If you've already seen it, I got plenty of leg workout videos. I always start off with squat, work on calves, a little bit of hamstrings, and finish off with calves. Nope, this time's gonna be different. I'm gonna be focusing on those muscles that don't get enough attention during my first leg workout of the week, or muscles that I want to try to bring up even more so. For example, I'm going to be starting off calves because calves is my weak point. I want all my energy to go towards that. So for my first exercise, I'm going to be standing calf raises. I'm only doing body weight, but I'm making sure I'm going real slow and controlled. Really squeezing as hard as I can at the top. Slow on the way down. Full range of motion, feeling that stretch. Okay, I'm going to be doing 2 sets this way, 2 sets with my feet pointing outwards, and then 2 sets with my feet pointing inward. Each one 3 sets of 20. So let's get it. Just got done with the standing calf raises, got a good pump in the calves. Now on these days that I work out and I start off with the calves, I will alternate between starting with seated calf raises or standing calf raises. The reason why is because since I'm training legs twice a week, on one day I'll do the seated one, on the other I'll do the standing one. So depending on what I did, for example, this past Monday, I did seated calf raises, which targets more of the soleus, which is the muscle closer to your ankle and runs underneath the big ball you have right here. That's the soleus. Did that on Monday with seated calf raises. Now we're on Friday. I'm going to be hitting the other one, standing calf raises, so that way it hits my gastrocnemius, which is, the big ball that most people think of when they see the calves. All right, so either way, they both get done throughout the week. Now, moving on to tibia raises. This will target this muscle in front of your shin. It's called your tibialis anterior. It's the muscle that allows your foot, or allows you to point your toes up. It's a muscle, so just like every other muscle in the body, why not train it? So I made this little contraption right here, put a 25-pound plate, and all I gotta do, point my toes up and back down. Same rules apply. 3 sets of 20. Oh no, the other one I did 2 sets of 20 for each one. I caught myself and I realized that I said 3 sets, but it's actually 2 sets in each foot direction. For this one, now it's 3 sets of 20. So slow and controlled. Got 5. Let's get it. Just got done with calves. Now continuing on with this pattern, addressing either the weak points or those muscle groups that don't get as much direct attention. Now I am moving on to my adductors. Think of it, inner thighs, the muscle that allows us to bring our leg from outside towards the midline of our body. So easy movement for that. If you got some cables, don't have cables, you can use bands. So make sure you hook it up to something stable. Attach it to your ankle. Make sure you step outwards, that way you got some good range of motion. And from outside, make your way going in. Okay, and you should feel it in your inner thigh. For this, I'm gonna continue doing 3 sets of 20, with 3 sets of 20 reps each leg. Not 10 and 10, 20 and 20. Slow and controlled. Just got done with leg adductions, adductors, working the inner thigh. Now, moving on. On my first leg day, I don't focus on glute specific exercises. The reason why is because on that first leg day, I'm already doing some type of RDL, I'm doing some type of squat. Those two movements alone will already work your glutes. But on this second leg day, now I will look for glute specific exercises. First off, I'll do some hip thrusts. So, go ahead, grab myself a dumbbell, and I prefer to do hip thrusts on a rounded surface like this. So you can see I'm doing it off of these bumper plates. That way, when I go down, it's still comfortable. I know many times, a lot of my clients, if I have them do it off the edge of the bench of the gym, you know, if the regular hip thrust machine is being used, it can be a little uncomfortable. I have to roll up an extra yoga mat to cushion the back a little bit. For me, I just found over the years, it's more comfortable to do it on something that's already round. So, I put the weight, put the weight on my lap. Be careful for obvious reasons. You know, you don't want to squish anything in between. So, the hardest part is just getting position. And then from right here, I'm going up and down. Hip thrust, nothing fancy, just gotta get it done. And I'm just holding the dumbbell, make sure it doesn't slide off. Okay, continuing on with working on my glutes. Now I'm also going to be hitting a little bit of the erector spinae, because when I do my deadlift, it's staying in a stable position. It's an asymmetric hold. But remember, that muscle is what allows us to go from a rounded lower back to a straightened lower back. So I want to go through that motion where I'm actually purposely rounding my back and then contracting it. So one of the best exercises I found for me personally is reverse hyper. For those of you who do not know what a reverse hyper is, just think of it as a reverse leg raise. You're up or chest side down on any elevated surface, and you're just swinging your legs behind you. So I don't have the machine for it, but I do have a back extension machine, which I can just make sure my hip crease is right on the edge of the machine and just kick my legs back like this. Okay? But that's a little bit too easy for me, just body weight. So what I'm going to be doing is putting a band around the bottom. And you see now I got the two strands. I'm going to be putting one foot in each strand. This way I have to push even harder to get my legs up, and the lower back pump that I get is unbelievable. Remember, your lower back has muscles too, so next time you say, oh, my back hurts when I lift, is it muscular pain because you're actually using the muscles that are involved in that movement in your lower back? Or is it spinal pain? Is it a sharp pinching pain? Because that would be bad. But I actually want to feel it right here. And obviously this will also work on the glutes as well, because our glutes do help in hip extension. So let's get it. 3 sets of 20. There you have it. That was the leg workout for today. As you can see, it wasn't too much crazy stuff that you will normally associate with a leg workout. There was no squats, there were no deadlifts, no hinging motion, no lunging, leg extension, leg curl, all the traditional stuff you think of on a leg day, didn't do. I'm focusing on those little muscles that don't get addressed directly on my regular leg day. So start off with calves, so standing calf raises. Did 6 sets in total. 2 with my feet pointing forward, 2 with my feet pointing outwards, and 2 pointing inwards. This is so I can hit the different heads of my gastrocnemius. Remember, gastrocnemius is the big ball, the big bulky part of your calf that most people think of. Second movement did tibia raises, so with that little contraction that I built myself. So that way I can hit that muscle in front of the shin. Remember, it's the muscle too, gotta train it just like everything else. After that, focus on the adductors and the muscles in your inner thighs, helping your leg go from an outside position back towards the midline of your body. Did 3 sets of 20 each leg. Then afterward, I went into some hip thrusts. Did those for 3 sets of 20 as well. Honestly, the weight maybe wasn't as heavy as it should have been, but oh well. Like I said, when you do squats and hinges and whatever on regular leg day, your glutes get work there too. This is just a way for me to get a little bit extra direct glute work in. And then finished off with reverse hyper, or at least my version of it, because I don't have a reverse hyper machine, but whatever. Did it with the band, focus on the rectus spinae right here, muscles in the lower back, and a little bit more on the glutes as well. So overall, great workout. It's little things like this that will help make a difference in my physique and my overall health and how I feel. I've noticed ever since I started doing the reverse hyper, any little back pain that I had, man, it's starting to get better because I'm strengthening those little muscles that don't get hit otherwise. So if there's any other workouts you would like to see me do, please comment down below. If you haven't already for whatever reason, you should follow me on Instagram. Link will be down in the description below. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you all next time.